Hello, welcome to the third month of videos for Fields of Tourmal. This month we're going to do a video instead of a stream, although I'm going to keep the stream style. I think until we get enough viewership that we can actually make a Q&A stream actually work, this is going to be a bit more effective. But I would like to keep the style as I think it's going to encourage discussion. Also this week I would like to talk about a conversation I had with one of the fans of the game on the Discord, in case you aren't on the Discord, or in case someone comes along later and doesn't see the Discord. Give them a bit of idea of what's going on there. So, first off, this month has been less than overly productive, unfortunately, and that's because it was finals. So, unfortunately, this is part of what happens when working on a game while at school. Hopefully, this is not going to actually occur again, and we can get through this pretty easily. Most of it has been working on behind the scenes, getting some designs ready for the next commander. It will be High Priestess Selena Aquila of the Agatrean faction. This is going to be probably the main counterpoint to Rowan Corpus, at least for the release version. And as far as the conversation was with Nagandra on what to do about new players joining. New players joining the game later on in the series. Mini card games, Hearthstone included, have an issue of tons of cards, and when you have new players joining, they're not going to have a massive amount of cards. Now you're going to have to somehow get them able to play with people who have every card in the game without completely removing the benefit of having played the game a long time. The conclusion that I came with was of using a starter deck system. And in fact, thanks to Nagandre, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, by the way. Forgive me if I'm not. But thanks to them, I thought we came up with the idea that mid-season would be the best time to release my idea of a starter deck. Now, it's not a normal starter deck in the sense that it's just whatever I feel like as the developer is the best for a new player. The starter deck will come with cards that are suggested by some of the upper tier players, because I want to get an ability for a new player to compete somewhat, not at the top level, but at least at a lower level, be able to play and not feel like they're being cheated out, yet not destroy the economy by giving away some rare cards that an entire economy has been based on. And this is because the ability to trade cards is going to be, trade cards for in-game money is going to be a big part of how I want to kind of keep the old tradition of the trading card game alive in this. So to do that, I think having a starter deck that is created in conjunction with players will present the best possible outcome for allowing new players to get in easily, and not necessarily even like, this is not even a you pay to get this starter pack. You can get the starter pack completely in game, and that's important. I want to make sure that the new players can get this easily. And I think with the two of those things combined, it'll allow for the new players to get involved much more easily. Also, since we are kind of on the topic of bringing new players in and how systems will function, I figure this is a good time to talk about how essentially card seasons are going to work. Essentially, it's going to work somewhat similar to older traditional card games. The idea being that you have a card set. That set is essentially similar to Hearthstone. You have the card set, and that set does what it does, and we have a season of the game. This includes tournaments and other kind of overall achievements. Now, when the next set comes out, we get more cards, we have a new season, etc. And I think by having this happen, we can have people buying cards, putting them on the market, and then people who don't purchase anything with any real money can still get it from the market. And in fact, being that there's going to be rewards from the previous tournaments that equate to the real money currency, they can also purchase stuff in the card store right off the bat, and that's an important thing. Even beyond just the seasons, which is going to be the biggest way of getting real world currency in the game, there are also going to be smaller tournaments that will allow the same. I want to make sure that we, in fact, get a balance between people who can pay and people who play completely free. And that is a big part for me. If we don't have a good balance, then it's going to have to be addressed because that is a major part. Other than that, I think goes over kind of the whole. Get the light behind me. I think that goes over the majority of what we've discussed, at least in the Discord. Hopefully, we can get more questions so I can answer them in the future monthly updates. Right now, being that, like I said, not much has been done in the game itself. Most of it was getting some of the bugs that, in fact, you saw during the last month's update out of the game so I could present the game for the final presentation. Now, moving forward, we're going to continue working on the game, hopefully getting closer to that tech demo so that we can move forward with the game and make this one of the best card games on the market. At least that would be my hope. Until next month, as always, I will include the link to the Discord in the comment section and the section below. Hopefully you can join us there, ask your questions. I will always on the Discord to answer them, and hopefully we can move forward and get a great game out. Thank you very much. Signing out.